Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Brad in the Firefighters Financial Toolbox. I always tell you the earlier you can start in investing, the more important it is. And here's why. Compound interest. Compound interest is as Albert Einstein says, the eighth wonder of the world. Those who understand it benefit. Those who don't pay it. So you guys, starting young exponentially grows your nest egg for retirement. We're here at bankrate.com on their calculator page, and I'm going to do some examples here. So let's hide the report here. Let's start with a clean slate. So here's my inputs. We're going to say, first of all, I want to make a couple examples. So let's say we've decided that we're going to start our Roth IRA, and we're going to fund it the first year with $6,000. So we're going to start today with $6,000. Now, let's say that I'm 25 years old and I think I can get 8% a year, but I'm poor because I'm young. And when you're young, money is tight, right? So I can only put in $100 per month. After I put my initial $6,000, I'm going to put $100 a month in, and I'm going to try to stick with that forever. So let's take a look at what happens when we do that, you guys. All right, so let's look at the things. We started with $6,000. We have 40 years for it to grow. We're only adding $100 per month, 8%. So at the end of 40 years, we'll have contributed $54,000. But look at our ending investment, $454,000. So let's come down here a little bit and look. So after the first year, so it takes about 6 years before our interest is growing more than what we're putting in, right? In the sixth year, we put in $1,200. Our interest is $1,344. We come down here, and then, wow, we get to year number 11. It's double what we're putting in, and it just keeps growing. It's interest on interest growing over time. So let's do another one here. Let's block this out. So let's say that, well, maybe we can only get 7%. So let's try that. So we put in 7 and we rerun the numbers. By that 1% difference, we've lost $112,000, which seems like a lot. But we never know what the exact is going to be in what we're going to get from the market, right? So let me show you the difference. So let's do the same scenario. Let's go back to 8%, right? Now let's say we only have 20 years to grow it. And let's say now, because we're older, we have more money. So now we can put in, let's say we can put in $250 a month, right? So we're starting at an older age. Let's say we're starting at 40. We have 20 years till we retire at 65, and we're starting late in life, which is not unrealistic for many investors. Now, so we start $6,000, 20 years. We're putting $250 a month. So we're putting 2.5 times what we were in the young age. Notice we've increased how much we've contributed. We're at $66,000, but because we only had 20 years, you guys, it's only $171,000. And that's at 8%, right? So you see, the longer you wait, you have two choices. You can either start early and contribute less for more years, or you could start later and contribute a lot more. So let's try to figure out what it would take to get me up to $454,000. So let's double this to $500 a month, and let's give it a shot. See where that would work. Still not there. So even contributing $500 a month, you guys, we only made it to $314. Let's try one more with this scenario. Let's say $1,000 a month, which is pretty darn steep. Now we're over it. Okay, but realistically, we couldn't send that much because a Roth only allows 6,000. So let's say, realistically, if we waited that, the most we could put in a month, at least with current contribution limits is $600 or $500 a month for a total of $6,000 per year, right? So that's the most we could do. Now, what if, let's do one more scenario. What if that young 20-year-old, right? Let's say he's 25. So he's got 40 years, right? And he was going to commit to maxing his Roth out for his whole career. So he opened it with $6,000. He's got 40 years. We're going to assume at 8%, and he is going to contribute $500 per month. Now, 8%. So he's contributed about $250,000, right? $246,000, which is a large sum of money. But remember, that's over 40 years. But you guys look at this balance. He's got $1,751,000 for $6,000 per year. So this is one of those things where you look and go, wow, time is on my side. All right, you guys, I hope you got something out of this. If you did, do me a favor. Drop me that like. It really helps me. The algorithm gets my videos out to more people. If you're not subscribed, you know the deal. Hit the red button, ring the bell. All right, we'll see you. Thanks.